Well, I'm not a theoretician about, or an historian, or I don't particularly study that like in an academic way. But yes, since I sing Fado, I try to know the context where it comes from, well, what it is. And it's a song very dear to Portuguese people that tend a little bit maybe to sentimental moods, more melancholic moods. But there are also some happy fados, joyful and everything. But there's always that little bit of sadness that makes it so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And so it's a song from the harbor city in Lisbon. It has, I think you can compare it a little bit to tango because it comes from the same period, in the beginning of the 20th century, last of the 19th century. And it's very, people identify a lot with that, Portuguese people. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. But what drew you to Fado? Did you grow up with it, or?
Yes, well, I grew up listening to Fado a lot in my parents' house, but I started traveling and playing all over. Mm-hmm. The more I got away from home, the more I felt the need to sing things from Portugal, from my homeland. And then I went to live to Lisbon. I lived there for 2 years. Mm-hmm. It was a very good experience, and I lived in a whole neighborhood, Alfama, where they have a lot of fados, so I had a nice school there. It was very important for me. And so now when I travel, I sing fados because I really identify with that, and I feel it's something strong and powerful and true.
What you feel as your identity, your national identity, your personal identity, part of your life?
It's a part of that, of course. Not everything, but it's a part of that. You know, since I've been here, I've listened to Sevda a little bit, like Petra Ambrož and these people, and it's kind of music that I like very much, and I think there's some similitudes with Fado.
Now, what about the Fado Nuevo? You said there is a new, like more happy, lively...
well, that's a song I sing. It's not such a new song, but it's from a period where things started. Fado was very much enclosed in straight forms, and very conservative, and some people like Carlos Ducano or even Amália, they started innovating, doing other things and saying things like Fado doesn't have to be sad all the time. They were opening that because there was too much put on that sad thing. But there's the other side of the question, and there are happy fados. Now, when we call about new Fado, it's people are innovating, doing things, mixing, putting other instruments into the cooking, and I'm all for that, open to everything. I like the traditional way also. It's not that we should abandon that. No, there's space for artists to work on every part of Fado. And I like to explore every way, the traditional way, the more contemporary approach, those kind of things.
We met you, I mean me personally, and then with all my friends, and everybody just loved you. But one of the most amazing things about you is that we learned you do so many different things. You do some Spanish music as well. You do chanson like French, and you sing in French and Portuguese in Spanish.
Yes, I'm an interpreter. I'm a singer. I sing songs. I love songs. And since the words are very important for me, so sometimes I just singing all the time in Portuguese when we are away. I would like people to know what I'm talking about, the universe I'm exploring, and I'm influenced by many singers from France or from Italy. And I like to put some of those songs in my show, so that. And another thing, I feel European. Although this Europe we have is not the Europe we dreamed, but I believe we should fight for it, because I feel there's an identity between the European people that makes us be able to appreciate other countries, tolerate, to accept, to embrace other cultures. This is a part of Europe.
You had a brief tour in Slovenia this time, 1 week. You don't want to stay away from your daughter for too long. You have this strong feeling for your family, which seems to be important for you. We learned, although you're very popular with girls and everything. So, your family is big, high, or the first on your list.
There was a time where I used to travel all the time, but now I stay home and I go out for a week and then come back, go out for a week and come back, and I think for me it's a nice balance to balance those things.
What did you see in Slovenia? I mean, it was really fast, but you've been to quite some places and...
Yeah, Slovenia is a very beautiful country. I've been here before, so it's not my first time, but I really appreciate it. There are many things that make you feel comfortable. I feel a little bit like home here because it's a small country. People have a sense of belonging, and it's a very beautiful green country. I like that very much. With wildlife, since I was here, I saw the deer, and that's my favorite thing here in Slovenia: the green and the wild. That you keep the forests with lots of different trees, and that's a nice thing.
Okay,
and the people, of course, the people were all very nice to me, and I think, like the Portuguese people, Slovenia. This is me, just by my experience. I don't know, but like Portugal, we are more reserved, a little bit more reserved, and here I can feel that in people too, warm but reserved, not doing a fuss everywhere they go.
You saw Portorož, Idrija, Ljubljana, Vrhnika even.
Yes, I played in all those places because I was very well received by everyone, and I especially have to thank Dream, the association that bring me here, and Goran, of course, Goran Hadovanovic, because they made it possible for me to be here, to play, to do what I love, what I really came to do. And I must thank them for that, because everything was very well organized and things went very well. I'm very happy with it. I intend to repeat, to work with them again.
So, since we are at Dream, this is an international network of mutual support for artists. Are Slovene musicians or other kinds of artists welcome in your hometown? Are you willing to participate in this project and help out and connect people in this positive way to make their dreams come true? This is what Dream is all about.
Yes, I work for my dream all the time, so in the same field I can help other people if they come to Portugal, try to book some gigs, try to work as a team to make things happen. I think that is possible.
Thanks. That means a lot, not only to me, to everybody, because it's important. If we don't do it, who will do it for us? Actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we had some partners like Spa, Sense, and we had Lupo salon, and we had Beba hairstylist, and we have had Jersinovic car repair, and many other partners that made it all possible, you know. So we made people happy. And did the people of Slovenia, the audience, did you feel that they understand the Fado, the message, or what was your impression, you know? Because
yes,
we ran into lots of fans, and these people that supported your tour and gave gifts to people, they seem to feel it. What's your impression?
Well, I would say it's not so much about understanding, but about feeling, as you said. So I think they can feel that I'm serious, that it's for real, and they can empathize. I don't know if that's a word with that. And so it's not about understanding. Some people do know about it, some don't, but that's not the most important thing. The important thing is that we live a nice experience together, and that happened a lot here. We say in Portugal, Fado, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. And in here it happened sometimes, and I was very happy when everybody is together in the song, feeling it's a great thing.
Will you do us the honor to inform us when you're ready to go on the road again, so we can have this opportunity to see you again, because it's a nice, pleasant experience. Will you?
Always on the mood to go on the road. So I'm always available to go everywhere that people want to hear to my music.
Thank you, Pedro. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much for everything.